Dancing Queen Scene 4. I was shaking all over my body, cold sweat was on my forehead. What a dream. Sometimes the picture got a little clearer. I saw some white, fluffy fabric. Then all went black again. I was dreaming about what? Girls in stupid costumes dancing around me. My legs dancing with them, showing off frothy petticoats. My eyes felt so heavy. Oh God. I got a hard one. A girl. Yes, I could see a very beautiful girl, clad in what? My sister's dirndl? No, it couldn't be. I clearly saw her standing next to the girl, laughing, calling the other girl sister. But she doesn't have a sister. Suddenly I had to breathe heavily. Air. Please, let me have some air. Something was winding itself about my waist like a snake. Again my sister was laughing. Tighter, she asked. Then all was blackening out around me. 2 weeks. I heard another voice. She won't get the key for another 2 weeks. The key? What key? What key was I thinking about? And where was I? Something seemed to be wrapped around my breast. A bandage? I felt so dizzy. Of course, it was just a dream. You don't grab things in dreams. And I fainted again. Some time later, in my dream, I seemed to overhear a short conversation. She'll be all right soon, her sister is coming now. Then I heard footsteps, the sound of a chair put next to my bed. And then I noticed a hand, slowly crawling under the sheets of my bed. I tried to open my eyes, but still did not have the power. Maybe I had had an accident? It seemed to be clear I was in a hospital of some sort. My father's hospital? He was a surgeon. The hand made contact with my own hand, closing my fingers around something, which was very familiar to me. There it was. That was a good feeling. Somebody was kissing me on my cheek. Then I seemed to be alone again. It was cold. My hand fell off the side of my bed. Something hard hit the floor. I wanted to see what it was, but I couldn't rise. The door to my room opened and somebody, a nurse I think, entered. No, she said, picking up what was on the floor, you certainly have to wait with that kind of toy, Daniela, even though your dad did a good job. And she left the room again, giggling. My dad did a good job. On me? Instantaneously I sat bolt upright, draining almost all the blood from my head. But before I again lost consciousness, I had time enough to see, Dad really had done a good job on me. Yes, he is a surgeon, a very skilled plastic surgeon. The next time I recovered I felt a lot better. Or shall I say worse? Slowly but surely the truth hit me, that this was a very real dream. Or was it a nightmare? Opening my eyes I was happy to see, I now had a clear vision. Okay, next step. Is it possible actually to see, when you're dreaming? Slowly, I struggled free from the sheets. Something was different. I saw some tight bandage of a kind, a bandage which was alarmingly flat. On my chest I noticed a second bandage, a bandage which was alarmingly bumpy. I fell back into my pillows. Carefully touched what wasn't there anymore, whilst my other hand discovered what had been done to my breast. Oh God! I was mutilated for life, but no. It was just a dream. So it was a dream. My body still worked the way it was supposed to, and I had not been mutilated. I was allowed out of my bed after 3 days. Most of the bandages could be removed after about 1 week, but I still had to stay at the hospital, at least for another week. Nevertheless, I simply had to accept the truth. Dan would never ever return home again. I started to examine my new body. It still was a bit painful, but I was happy with the days going by. The problem was I had no idea how to handle it. Or should I say, I couldn't take hold of it anymore the way I used. It was driving me nuts. Dad had really done a terrific job. It looked like I'd never had anything else down there, but I soon felt like an Indian trying to start a fire. Help arrived from an unexpected place. It was my sister, who reminded me of the little toy she had given me on day one. "Try it," she said, "it's very nice with fresh batteries." She was sure right. But I soon noticed something very different. As a boy I was really finished afterwards, but now being a girl it just did not give me the same feeling of satisfaction. Frankly, I just had to start all over again after just some minutes of respite. Well, it was just frustrating. The day before I was to return home, Mom told me what was going to happen. I was to change school, firstly, and secondly, my sister would still be responsible for my dressing. And that it was completely up to her what I was going to wear. And that it was my decision, whether or not I would cooperate. Claudia could ground me whenever she thought I needed it. That did not sound too good, I thought.